Ladies and gentlemen, the announcement was already made previously on episode 65, but I'm going to go ahead and re-announce it. Because due to the fans requesting it for so long, we finally have it out there for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're giving the people what they want, courtesy of Dirty Heels. Love you, brothers. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our very own Circle of Debate merch store. So let me go ahead and show you how to gain access to our merchandise store and purchase a Circle Debate merchandise. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in on Circle of Debate on our YouTube channel. As you can see here, right at the end, the store will take you there to our very own merchandise store. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Women's Debate, Circle Debate Women's T-shirt, coffee mug, pint glass, classic T-shirt, long sleeve, face mask, fanny pack, beach towel. Also, a debate sip hoodie, tank tops, and of course, Leo, I love it, coffee mug. Also, you can see it on our Twitter, Linktree Circle Debate, photo merchandise, and also you can see it here on our Linktree on our Instagram. So make sure you purchase your merchandise here at the Circle Debate store. Click on our Linktree on our bios of our social medias and get you one of these amazing merchandise from Circle Debate. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, I already have my merchandise here, ready to wear my merch. So make sure you go to our merchandise store, Circle Debate. Click on the link tree on our bios on the social media, on our YouTube channel as well, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you give us a follow and subscribe to Circle Debate. And thank you all for tuning in and being a Circle Debate follower. Back, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget, purchase your merchandise at Circle of Debate. Go to our link tree right below on our YouTube channel or on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram. Go there for my personal one individually as well. I have a link tree right there, the merchandise store. Purchase all your goodies from Circle Debate. We'll be having more exclusive merch coming out soon by the fall. We'll have it more. So don't go anywhere. Even for Halloween, I have Halloween ones too. Never ever know. But all right, let's get to pro wrestling news very briefly. One, I wanted to say, we were talking about women's division all this time. We also been, as of late, the women's division in the Ring of Honor, Women of Honor, has been happening now. The women's tournament for the Women of Honor World Championship has begun, started since Monday. So far, on August 2nd. So by far, we already have. The one shocking one, which I was happy about, was Rock C, who's obviously familiar with from reality wrestling from Booker T's wrestling school, defeated, Summy. I'm pretty sure Matt was like, what? She defeated Summy, a former Women of Honor World Champion. That's the first round. We did see also Miranda Alice defeating Alice Gracia. That was a great match as well. We've been also seeing Allison defeating Willow. That was Allison, great match for her. And we're going to have more coming as well. And also we had Maserati losing to Savoy. So keep on tuning into Ring of Honor on their YouTube channel as we're going to keep getting the updates. There's going to be probably a brand new Circle Debate show, but you see the announcement. It's only touching bases that we do not talk about here on a weekly basis. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on it and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure. And also on New Japan News that is going crazy ballistic that I went, Ned Flanders. I had to, Matt, because we're going to have Tomohiro Ishii versus Moose coming up next Saturday on Resurgence. And here in Los Angeles.
The Bone Soldier versus Moose.
No, not the Bone Soldier.
Oh,
Ishii,
no, the
Tomohiro, the Pitbull. Ishii
the Pitbull versus
Moose. That's going to be
MMA,
interesting to see.
The MMA Pitbull versus Moose. My God.
Woo, man.
By God.
It was announced already that he will be facing Moose coming next Saturday here in Southern California, ladies and gentlemen. And the formerly known as the Coliseum now is, I don't know what the fuck it's known now. The Torch, I guess now it's called. So make sure that you subscribe to NewJapanWorld.com to watch this incredible event. And also, we did see this past Friday, the Good Brothers defeating, Violent Unlimited, which I believe it was Dickinson and Brody King lost to the Good Brothers, and now John Moxley challenged the Good Brothers. And rumor your windows is that it's a reunion coming, a reunion between Sami Callihan and Moxley teaming up, facing the Good Brothers at Resurgence coming next Saturday, and August 14th. And we're all excited. I'm excited. The hell, man. New Japan has been very, very excited, and I'm glad that we're seeing these forbidden doors opening his heart out to the whole professional wrestling world and promotions. I love it. All right. And also want to get into now to this too. Oh, one more thing too as well. I want to congratulate Pro Wrestling Guerrilla as they made their return comeback of Mystery Vortex this past Sunday. That happened, and we had the return of Excalibur making, Excalibur. I wish Chris was here to talk about this, but Chris is I don't know about. But yes, Excalibur making a comeback. Wishing everybody, the fans, coming back. Happened here in downtown LA at the Globe. Super Dragon actually made his comeback. That was a crazy. Never thought I would see Super Dragon come back. Bandito, of course, returned. He is the PWG World Champion. We did some, mysteries. Jack Carwheel. We did see Tommy and Malachi Black made his, he showed up. I don't know where Brody King. But two people were there in attendance that we were like, I'm not surprised for me, but I don't know how my fellow brothers here, if they're, not, familiar with it. I believe more Matt than Mike. But William Regal and Tony Khan were in attendance for this Pro Wrestling Guerrilla event in Los Angeles. Because they've been doing that. Well, William has been doing it longer than Tony Khan.
Yeah.
They scout for talent. And so that's what they did here. So are you surprised, Money Mike? I'll go to you. Are you not really surprised of seeing them showing up to PWG with this event? And now we're crossing our fingers that it continues that way here in Southern California. So your thoughts of these two individuals for scout talent?
I mean, of course, PWG has quite the reputation of having had all sorts of different superstars, right, walk through PWG. And to be honest, they'd be dumb not to, PWG has had so many big names and really, I wish I would have gone. I actually kind of
sold out quick, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. I actually know some people that ended up going, but hopefully next time, right? Circle Debate, PWG, why not? So next time.
Match which plays Callis.
It reminds me of when I'd go to concerts to recruit to scout band members. I'm like, that's a good bass player, or that's a good, I miss, I always thought there was a time, a long, 3-year time period where both my band wasn't active and I wasn't in a band. And I just thought of myself as Commissioner Matthew. Commissioner Matthew, help me find bandmates. Commissioner Matthew. Well, I was pulling strings from behind the scenes. I was the invisible hand.
Wow. See, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Switchblade Cladis is your mad scientist. He's your Paul Heyman of music. This guy will just... No wonder why he went to Mike's show. You were trying to recruit Mike, huh?
I was checking out all the bands that night. I had my eye on it. I even spoke to the promoter. I kind of look in those crowds just to see if there's anybody to watch out for. If there was anybody was doing any, or if anybody in that show was doing anything different. I went to Chris's show way back too. So if you're at a show, at a concert in Southern California, it's likely I'm there taking notes.
I see you.
Keeping my eye out. So
that's right.
It'd be cool. I even go to open mic nights and stand-up comedy nights. I'm looking for all kinds of things with I won't stop going to those until I build my empire. And even when my empire's done, I'm still addicted. It's a Gary Vaynerchuk thing. I'm addicted to the hustle. I'm always there.
How's the Empire in New Japan? I forgot this, right? The Empire. There you go. Empire.
Yeah, Grado Khan plays guitar, wrestling and music.
There you have it. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. So we're trying to recruit Mike, huh? Money Mike. Hey, pal. I want to come join T-Gom or Pantheon, right? I already see it happening.
I think that Pantheon will be able to be a band that can be managed all the way to the top.
Woo, here comes the money. Here we
Here we
go.
go. Money talks.
Money.
Here
Here comes the money. Money,
money, money, money, money, money.
That's why he calls himself Money Mike for a reason. A dollar.
Space is the limit, not the sky. Space is the limit.
Reach for the sky.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Now let's talk about 3 major topics that we could, before we move to the last topic of the night. So these 3 are pro wrestling news. I know they haven't heard our thoughts. I know it was been surrounded already by everyone else, but you haven't heard our thoughts about this release. Bray Wyatt, the shocker of the world. Nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. Mike didn't see it coming. Matt didn't see it coming. Chris didn't see it coming. Unexpected that this occurred. Obviously, we didn't want to jump the gun to give our speech out on social media about the release because we want to see what the more details about it, about what it's talked about. Well, by far of what has been told, that obviously created differences, made a major faction of that between him and Vince. That he was injured, I guess, and then he was cleared, and then they let him go. They let go of his wife, JoJo before that. So much. I mean, there's so many assumptions. Could be also as well that his mental health depression because of Brody Lee's, passing kind of affected him. There's so many facts, so many factions that occurred in that event. So many things that happened, but this was really unexpected. And by far, I mean, it was told that his merchandise was selling like hotcakes. And for him to be released, it's very like what the fuck type of way, like WTF style, like what the fuck. But I'm gonna give the floor to Money Mike on this. Your thoughts about that release, and what do you feel now? What do you feel about Bray Wyatt's status in pro wrestling in general?
Okay. I said it years ago, and even before the whole Fiend thing, when he was still the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt has the potential, or back when he was in WWE, to be a Undertaker-like character with the mystery, the aura of, hey, you know what? This character is supernatural, right? When the Fiend came along, even more so. I'm no booker, I'm no promoter. I don't own a business to the level of WWE. So I will not I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to understand what Vinnie Mac and his people are doing, because it just does not make sense to me. It does not make sense letting go of someone the caliber of Bray Wyatt. The thing here is that, I've heard things like, they're doing budget cuts because they want to sell the WWE to NBC. They are trying to report record profits to their investors. They want to get rid of all this talent so that AEW scoops them up and then they go bankrupt. It's just strategy and this and that. I've heard it all in these past few days. Not just Bray Wyatt has been let go, Ric Flair and other people that escape my mind. It's just been such a crazy few months of people losing their jobs. People that started training in mind of one day going to WWE and performing and showing what they can do, the art of pro wrestling, honing their craft, and only to just be let go because of budget cuts, all of a sudden, It's something, again, I do not understand, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I do because I'm not a businessman. But if from my point of view, as the god of podcasting, Money Mike, I think it was a dumb idea. And I'll end it with this. To me, the idea of having, especially with just what just happened with Malachi Black, the way he was booked, and the lead up to this match. If this is any indication of how Bray Wyatt could be brought in, never mind CM Punk, never mind Daniel Bryan, and I'm talking about Bray Wyatt with a mind like his and the creativity of a character like him, that is quite an appeal to me. So I look forward to seeing what goes on there. I actually would like to see him try to destroy the Dark Order.
I like that. Matt Callis, the floor is yours.
I must say, kind of similar to what I said about Braun Strowman, Adam Scherr, is that it would be, I think, from Amanda Huber's and -1 Brody Lee Jr.'s point of view, I think it would be really good to have both of those guys down there, just both as like, let's keep these families together. That's the main thing. When I saw the news, that's what I thought. No matter what Bray does down there, let him have full creative control. Let them do what they want to do, and let's keep these families together. I mean, AEW seems like the practical place. Everybody's like, oh no, Bray Wyatt wouldn't fit in the roster, or Braun Strowman isn't a good match. Think about what they want, and what the people at AEW want, the people working for them backstage. These guys have all known each other. They're all friends. Let's keep these families together. So to keep it that simple, just I think he's like an uncle. So whatever they do with storylines, let's keep them together. Let's keep everybody together backstage, outside of kayfabe. Let's keep the friends and family. The emotional support. They're like this. So, and Eric Redbeard too. Everybody.
You know what? Like you mentioned that it just, for me, I'm with both of you guys. What you're saying, it's like, damn it doesn't make any sense of why that occurred. Like Mike said, we're not businessmen. We really don't know how that level of consciousness works. We really don't, in reality. I mean, we work for a business, yes, but but we have our 9 to 5, but this is really tough on this call. It could be because of that, but in my opinion, I feel about it, if I was in Bray Wyatt's mind, I would just go ahead and just go everywhere and attack every promotion as your character, yourself, change the mask, change everything else, be someone different. The hell would leave that in, burden in WWE. Let them have it. Fuck it. It is theirs anyways. You're going to be, Rotunda. Be Rotunda. Be the crazy, psychotic, Joker-style Rotunda. Go to every promotion. Go to Ring of Honor, MLW. Go to Championship Wrestling, Memphis, Hollywood. Go everywhere. Just go like nuts, insane. That you just want to destroy pro wrestling. That's just what you want to do. Just be
the poison.
The lethal dose of poison.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, just be that and just cause fucking chaos. Be an anarchist in the sport of professional wrestling. That's if you don't go back. Because by rooming your window, not talking about him, but Adam Schaefer, who Matt mentioned earlier, of Braun Strowman. Might go back. That could be the second option. Pay cut, more creative control, less dates. I will not be surprised if that happens. It comes back and not announced, and it happens unexpectedly. Maybe he needs some time off. We don't know what goes through their minds. We don't know that. We can go ahead and throw so many. But if I like, in my opinion, will be more. If he doesn't go back, I feel that that'll be the best way for him to put himself out there in a sport of wrestling. Go to every promotion. Don't stick to one, because we see the AEW is oversaturated. And like I said, I know everybody talks about it. Okay, this is like the WCW, like getting all ready from the rosters, and what you mentioned, Mike, about Vince, like, oh, they can have them. They're not as a threat as WCW was back in the days. I'm like, okay, we get it, Vince. You're out of touch, anyways, and I get your point. That's kind of fucked up. That you're. I hope you don't. I know you don't mean it towards the talent. At least you're getting a second opportunity, someone that will pay more money than you would. And I know that how Mike said that strategy, but I mean, then again, is like, what about the talent from AEW as well? Your homegrown talent of was mentioned earlier. What about them? It's kind of sad, because you're sorting them out. They're going to be more on YouTube than on national television. That sucks. So I'd rather have Bray Wyatt. I mean, Rotunda. Forgetting his first name, but just to go out there, Wyndham Rotunda, make your fucking name out there to every promotion. Do vignettes, do scary shit, get involved in every shit, in every match, destroy everybody. Like, fuck this, fuck the world, fuck wrestling. Him to say in the camera, fuck Vince McMahon, and then just say, there you go. That's like that Joker mentality, like I would like to see that from him to go balls out.
I would like to see him implement like a horror sort of thing.
Exactly. That's why.
And that's coming from someone that doesn't particularly like horror movies. Maybe I'm changing my mind. Who knows? But
your heart's open.
Your heart is open.
Yeah. Tremendously. And what I would like to see is kind of like him trying to hunt down -1. Like that's his focus. And the Dark Order, their task is to try to protect him, because really, like, within the Dark Order, I don't think that there's the one person that could match up with Bray Wyatt or Wyndham, So as a collective unit, they're going to have to protect -1 and, band together, maybe add a Hangman in there and all that. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm fantasy booking here.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying is, I'd rather have him just, that's great booking for AEW, but like, just think about how he's able to do with the rest of the roster. What he's able to, I mean, the rest of the promotions that he's able to go to. It's just like you said about horror, Mike. Think about this, or I want to hear your thoughts, Matt. I don't know if you're a big fan of horror, Matt.
I love really weird movies too.
Do you feel that Bray Wyatt could be like a freaking? Because he could be like a fucking, like a purge American horror, which how obviously how the Wyatt.
I'll take it. I'll do you one better. Let's have Bray Wyatt meet up with a famous director. I'd get like one of those Korean horror movies directors to hang out with them. Maybe the guy who directed Old Boy, and they could make something your mind has never seen before. I love it. Because, like I said, AEW could do things WWE can't. You pitch this at Vince like, Korean, what the hell's that? Like, all the fact I heard that story of the things Jim Ross had to convince Vince to do, like what he had to tell Vince in order for him to sign Gail Kim. I mean, you have to think about all the things AEW is able to do, all the different, and we may be a wrestling pod, but we do so many other things. Like I'm thinking, all the different things AEW could do. They could have a K-pop group on their show. They could have Korean movie directors. They could have a J-pop group on there. All the stuff that you can't see at WWE, you could see at AEW.
Think about this. You can even see Wyndham going to New Japan and just create that fucking scary,
there you go,
horror story he's able to do. It reminds you that Japan, they love that shit. They're intrigued.
Yeah, you got horror. So imagine Bray Wyatt coming out of your TV instead of Sadako from the ring.
There you go. Shit like that, brother, that you mentioned, absolutely. Oh my God! I'm telling you, he has the world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. He does have it. He has it. Who gives a shit about the Wyatt character? But he can create something different, psychotic, sadistic, and just make and have, like I said, the whole pro wrestling world in his hands.
Ivan, what do you think? What do you think people who are listening to this on their phone or in their car when they hear
They're probably gonna freak the hell out. They're like, what the hell's going on here?
that she's coming out your TV right now, you guys, or your computer monitor.
But give us your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. If you believe that, how would you book Wyndham? How would you book with how? How would you book Wyndham Rotunda? How would you book? I want to hear your thoughts about it. But that's
let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
We will definitely like to hear your thoughts. Now, the last two of the topic, of the pro wrestling news. Two NXT stars contracts are expiring, and that is Adam Cole right after SummerSlam. Pete Dunne is coming up very, very soon. I believe he's going to be alongside with Adam Cole's SummerSlam aftermath. Do you see these two gentlemen staying, or do you see them leaving? So I'll take it to you, Matt Callis. Where do you see these two individuals staying or going?
And let's hear those names one more time, baby.
Adam Cole and Pete Dunne, baby.
The Bruiserweight. You know, Pete Dunne's very beloved in the UK wrestling scene and their indie scene. He could come back and be their top guy, their face. Remember, these independents are more powerful these days. Not with just the internet, but, you know, they're saving their money away. They're putting acorns away for the winter. You know, all these independent promotions, they're a lot more powerful than you guys realize. Everybody realizes they're great productions, multiple angle cameras. You know, I think if there's anybody I think who should learn from small indie wrestling promotions is small music promoters. You need multiple angle music videos, multiple angle shows. You know, these guys do great. But Pete Dunne, I think he might go back to UK independent. Adam Cole, let me take a page out of your book, Mike. AEW. You know, we're all with the wifey and the old gang. You know,
With
and DMT. I want to hear that. I want to hear that sexy Ring of Honor song. The I want to hear that again. I can't wait to hear that because that song, I listen to that on repeat, like in my car, like way more than the NXT one. Dirty, sexy, sweet thing. Down a man and mile on the love you bring. And, you know, it's Adam Cole, you know?
I love it. Money, Mike. I was waiting. I know, hold on. Money, Mike, Bike on a podcasting Opus.
Yes, of course. Man, it's tough. It's a gamble, really. And I'll say I speak more with Adam Cole because I find his story more intriguing. No offense, Pete Dunne. Now, okay, on for both these guys, actually, they have to see what's happening with the NXT champion and with Keith Lee and with other names in the past of examples of things going wrong when you go to the main roster, right? You know, it's and then you get your name taken away. All of a sudden, you're not Adam Cole anymore. You're just Cole, and you're not Pete Dunne anymore. You're just done.
You're done in both instances.
So, you know, really, you have to look at stuff like that. It's just, if I was Adam, it would, you know, if I was in his shoes, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not for sure positive that my main roster run is going to go well. I've been NXT champion already. I've had some great feuds. You know what? Let me just go over there with my fiance and with my buddies. Why not? Let's I'm gonna go over there to the other side. I could always come back, right? But right now there's so much that could happen in AEW. AEW seems like the place to be, in my opinion. Could it be oversaturated? Yeah, yes. But Rampage is coming up. Hopefully that is able to alleviate some of that stuff. You know, it's interesting because I'm sure if I'm Adam Cole, I would want to get in the ring with CM Punk. And let's say CM Punk is is in AEW, who wouldn't want to see that match? CM Punk versus Adam Cole. Come on, sign me up right away.
Yeah.
Here, take my money. Here, there, boom. So yeah, and that's just one of the possibilities. So with Pete Dunne, I'm pretty sure he's thinking similar things. So yeah, I don't know. If you go to the main roster, who do you got? R-Truth? No offense, R-Truth. Sorry. He's gonna kick. He's totally gonna. He's gonna.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, he's gonna be like, "What's up with that?"
But yeah. So yeah. That's where my head is at in this situation.
It's a tough call. I mean, Paul Levesque and Michael Hickenbottom are very, very highly praised of Adam Cole because it kind of reminds them of their youth age. I believe Uncle Seltzer, as much as I fucking hate you, we have a battle, but I don't want to agree with you on certain things. He did say that what else can they offer him in WWE? They can't offer him the WWE title. He's not big. He's small. They can't offer it to him. But I beg to differ. Let the crowd get behind him. You'll see a difference. How long did it take for Daniel Bryan to do it? Same with Shawn Michaels during the generation of the 90 eras. Same with Bret Hart, the same situation. Let the crowd get behind him. And you will see that he could be definitely worth of a hell of a champion in the main roster. It's the booking, obviously. It's the biggest major factor in the main roster. Because you mentioned earlier, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, who we already feel that is going to lose that belt.
Two guys that are bigger than Adam Cole. If you want to talk about size.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm with you on that. It just, yeah, I know. It's bad booking, man. I don't know where this is going with. And that's a biggest fear for Adam Cole. Okay, if he goes to AEW, what's he going to do with it? Go join with the Elite again? Be with the Elite? Get in that Civil War Bullet Club? Or what about he could lead the New Japan Bullet Club, maybe? He could lead that. Facts, he could do that. Or, shit, hey, he could go to Impact, make Impact relevant. Take away Kenny Omega's title, and then he'd be the Impact World Champion. Have great matches with Eddie Edwards, with Sami Callihan, with Moose, with Chris Sabin. He could make that promotion as well relevant. And it's, less dates. Okay, Ring of Honor. He could go back to Ring of Honor. Make that belt relevant too as well, which it is, but I'm saying he can make it. I'm not hating on Bandito, but Adam Cole is one of the, OGs of Ring of Honor. So he could do that as well. I mean, there's so much that he could do with Cole. And likewise with Pete Dunne. You can do the same thing with Pete Dunne as well. He go to New Japan. I would like to see him and Suzuki. I think that would be a hell of a match. And you know it too, man. That's him and Suzuki will be a hell of a match, or him and Will Ospreay, which we already seen, but I would like to see it again. In New Japan. I'm talking about Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, Pete Dunne. But I gotta say, Cole works really well with MMA guys.
Yes.
He makes magic with those guys. Once again, it's a painting. These matches are paintings, and they paint it together.
Think about this: you can make Adam Cole be a part of the Empire for New Japan. You can, or Pete Dunne. There, another a British guy there to take over like Will Ospreay's place. Hey, I'm here. Oh boy, here I'll just take over. You know, no disrespect to our England fans. My apologies for my language, but you know, I'm just saying. But you know, shit like that you're able to, because yes, there isn't much to offer. But if they stay, they're staying for this. I'll say that right now. They stay for this. And well, granted, why not? Not hating on them for both of them if they stay for the money. Neither you have families, especially Pete Dunne was as a child. You know, Adam, he doesn't, you know, he got his wife. He gets DMD making the money. And so is he. I mean, unless they have a future building, who knows? We do not know. So, I mean, it is a tough call, man. I don't know how. That's another difficult to say if they stay or they go. But if they stay, it's for this. But if they go, I wish them the best of wherever they land. But I not AEW. I'm just saying that right now. Not AEW, man. Nah, it's too much. It's oversaturated. I want to see more of the other talents be developed. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see. I just don't want to see that no more. I think I'm overwhelmed with it. I like it. It's cool that we can have our dream matches, but what about the rest of the guys? That's what I'm more concerned of. Because now you just literally sign all these indies for nothing. Now you're just bringing all these high talents. That's the major scary part. That we don't want it to be a WCW 2.0. That's just me.
It's tricky, man, because who wouldn't? You know, if I had a promotion and they tell me Adam Cole is available or Bray Wyatt is available, shit, come on over, man. You know, I'll sign them. You know, but the tricky part is having all these awesome pieces, you know, and shuffling them and putting them and making them all relevant.
Exactly.
That is the tough part.
Exactly.
We have not seen not even WWE put such a roster together, arguably during Ruthless Aggression era, but you know, man.
Honestly, besides Ruthless, it's 2016 too as well. Both brands had really great saturated. They were saturated. If you go back to 2016, they had a great roster on both brands, on SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
So, you know, when AJ and the Good Brothers and everybody came in, that was like the best roster they had. Oh, shit. Nakamura, too. They could have done a lot of shit, but they slipped on the ball. That's my fear that I feel that AEW will have. Which I know Rampage 1 hour show, but what is that hour going to make a difference? I mean, we've seen it with Championship Wrestling, Melmo W. We've seen Ring of Honor do an hour show on YouTube. Can they pull that off? Can they do it? I have to wait to see what we'll see next week.
That's why, well, final word on this for me. That's what I think the message that they were trying to give with Malachi Black. That's, you know, that yes, we're signing all these people, but yes, we will be able to book them properly. At least that's what I received. And I'm hopeful. Heart wide open.
But open. That's right. Not Golden style. No, it's more like open, like Randy Orton. There you go. But yes, we're gonna end this last topic for the night, which is now just NXT very briefly. Everybody saw what occurred. Cameron Grimes, of course, with losing the tag match again with with LA Knight, Let me talk to you, baby. Let me talk to you. Matt, say it. Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
You see, Matt focusing on, other promotions coming around. Because Matt's going to have a surprise for you guys too. But yeah. And also, we did see the Dexter Lumis and, Gargano. Gargano won, but still, Indy went, still give him a kiss. So the love story, which I mean, look, NXT has not been disappointing me at all. I've just been loving these, these plots that are coming for NXT Takeover coming up. So we cannot wait to see that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Of course, we're carrying Samoa Joe, and then of course Raquel Gonzalez, obviously versus her BFF, her former BFF. So Dakota Kai. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And also one match that people should pay attention: Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish. If you go back and watch that match, and also go back to see the Ring of Honor days, New Japan days, it kind of reminds you of that a little. I think if we had a little bit more time, it could have. The only thing I was really upset and heartfelt that Bobby Fish did not get the crowd really in it. It sucks, man. I just hope nothing for the best for Bobby Fish future. Something's telling me that he's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. I hope not. I hope, but he still has a lot to deliver, man. He could be a coach for the Performance Center. Guy is fucking great. He's a former fucking mixed martial arts fighter and former New Japan IWGP Tag Team Champion alongside Kyle O'Reilly. And now we're gonna see Kyle O'Reilly again with Adam Cole, but we already talked about that, and we're really gonna get into that. So WWE, the only thing that we could ever think about WWE is nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Stupid, sexy
Flanders.
There's nothing to talk about WWE. Obviously, you saw what happened on Raw, and we'll see what happens something like SmackDown. We're on the road to SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring that up. Huge announcement coming up to you guys. We're on the road for that. So stay tuned for that on our Circle Debate YouTube channel. But I want to go ahead and thank everyone for tuning in here for episode 66. I know it was a long run, but it wasn't bad. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, 25. We made it through. So we didn't know part 1, part 2, so we made it through tonight. I want to go ahead and thank you guys all for tuning in, and also for all of our audio platform listeners. I'm a hand of the money, Mike, because we got our European brothers, family up there, up in Germany. So let them know. Thank you very much for tuning in, man.
Guten Morgen, alles Freunde von Deutschland. Ich ist Money Mike mit Ivan und MGC. Und wir lieben alles Sie. Und danke für hören Sie Circle of Debate. Danke. Mwah. Tschüss.
That's right. You heard it right. And Matt Callis, I think he will not have the balls to do it, but I'm going to ask him to right here.
Uh-oh.
Matt Callis, can you let our people know in the Philippines what they about Circle Debate?
Dito sa bahay, anti-itch cream.
Itadakimasu.
Right here, right in front of you.
All right, fine. Japan, the Japanese.
All right. Doko desu ka, koko no Tiger Balm. And Circle of Debate. Check it out, yo. Hold on. Look, 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 look.
That's what we go through here, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute. What about nuestra gente, la raza?
Aquí
gente
estamos,
latina?
Vato Loco for Live, Simón.
Dale.
Ahora ya para decir, señores y señores, les quiero agradecer muchísimo aquí que nos estás viendo aquí en nuestro video, en nuestro canal de YouTube, o también en el Spotify o Apple Podcast, cualquier audio que tienen de ahí, de que los escuchas. Ahí de México, gracias a México, saludos a México y toda Centroamérica que nos escucha, de El Salvador, de Honduras, de Perú y de Colombia y de Ecuador, que los escuchan a todos. Gracias a ustedes por el apoyo y por el soporte y por todo lo que le ha hecho para el amor aquí en el Círculo de Debate. y contenían, pues, se portando, y díganle a toda la gente que se suscriben a aquí Cerco el Debate, al canal de YouTube. Y le agradecemos mucho por todo el amor y el apoyo que nos dan a nosotros. Muchas gracias por todo. Los queremos mucho. Ahí todo Centroamérica, todo México y también a los Estados Unidos, donde sea, de Canadá o de India
España.
o de España también, o de Argentina.
Che,
Colombia y Venezuela,
Sí,
Cuba.
sí, también de Cuba, muchos de
Cuba,
estos. Yes, we do have a lot of love
Salvador,
Y arriba los
Dominica,
vatos locos.
for life. Ese
vatos
por...
locos. Lavate las manos.
Por favor. Y la boca.
Mira, sanité mis manos
Okay,
para que ya.
The point is, thank you everybody for tuning in to the Circle of Debate. Of course. What do we do, Matt? What do we do here? Tell them.
We don't make podcasts, you guys. We lavate las manos.
Yes. And remember, when you're the greatest podcast in the world today, they don't call you a great podcast. They call you Circle of Debate.
Woo!